It's too late for DC, an already dying franchise that over the last few years has shot itself in the foot time and time again, is finally out of room for more mistakes. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I, of course, am your host, Chris, and today we have to talk about something that has been discussed many times over in many different ways, but that is the future of DC. I think with the new recent reports about Amber Heard, who plays Mira, and Ezra Miller, who plays the Flash, but not only plays the Flash in the most important DC film to drop since the Justice League, it's time to start thinking about, as fans, if this is a franchise that you can even respect. Are they doing justice to characters who you grew up reading about, respecting, wanting to be like? I want to be like Superman when I grow up. I want to be like Batman when I grow up. These are comic books, TV shows, coloring books that as children we admired, and I think Warner Brothers as a company does not respect them. You've likely heard everything. You've heard it many times, the old and the new. We have been putting up with Warner Brothers' mismanagement of beloved characters for a long, long time. The rushed Justice League movie without backgrounds or origin stories, Superman's gone, Batman's gone, Cyborg's gone. The Flash, no one respects him or likes him, and if you like the character, that's really, really great, but the actor himself, unfortunately, has allowed real life things to affect how people look at him as a superhero. He's supposed to be playing this role of an individual who is looking to better the world with these abilities that he's been given, and the actor has taken away from that by trying to sell drugs to minors and threatening to kill people in Hawaii, breaking in parties and trespassing, and now taunting the police who are looking for him on the internet. But we'll get back to that in just a second. Mira, no one respects, and is probably gone. We got recent reports yesterday saying that Mira might be getting replaced not only in this film, but in the future films. They're going to be finding a new actress to play Mira. But again, more on that in just a bit. Suicide Squad was a reboot sequel, and the first one and the second one were completely different films. Now, if you like the first one, you may not have liked the second one. If you didn't like any of them, that's probably because of the lack of continuity. All of these characters, from the Joker to Harley Quinn fitting into that world, they are all over the place. There is no connection. And then the Snyder Cut. Everybody wanted it. We finally got it. The movie itself was fantastic. But Snyder is gone. Snyder is not coming back. After the release of the Snyder Cut, and after fans were finally impressed with the movie that came out, the Justice League displayed and explained the characters with respect, with power, and honestly with humility. And then we got a note from Warner Brothers saying that we've enjoyed working with Snyder over the years, and it's time to move on. Now, that's not to say that Warner Brothers and DC haven't created awesome individual projects or good solo films. The Batman, for example, is pretty flawless. There's a lot to enjoy with that. It goes very deeply into the psyche of the character, the creation of the character, the origin, and the meaning of what it is to be Batman and Bruce Wayne. And I think the continuation, hopefully, is going to be just as good. Of course, The Joker was a film everybody enjoyed, individually focusing on the character that is one of the most famous superhero villains of all time. And then you have one-off movies that people did really enjoy, and everybody has their own opinion. Some people may have really loved Suicide Squad, the reboot sequel. Some people may have really enjoyed Superman, or Batman vs. Superman, or any of the films that have been given to us over the last stretch of years. And that's completely okay. I'm not questioning whether or not you respect the characters, because we as fans are going to look to enjoy these movies. And of course, we want to see our favorite superhero idols with successful franchises. So what does this mean? How do we move forward? What is the plan? Quite frankly, I don't know if there is one. It seems like DC, and now led by Discovery Warner, are just smacking their head against the wall, hoping that the wall will move. And it doesn't seem like the wall is moving anytime soon. There's going to have to be a definitive cutoff. Now, this is my opinion moving forward from here. I'm going to be talking about how I think they should deal with Ezra Miller, how they should deal with the Aquaman issue with Mira being replaced, and how they should deal with the overall flaming pile of trash that has been the connected DC universe. Just want to say, keep in mind, this is my opinion. I am a fan of DC. I want to see DC succeed. I'm not simply trying to say, oh, Marvel's so much better, haha, DC suck it. I'm disappointed with the results and the direction that DC has been taken, and I would like to see a change so that in the future we could see what DC's potential could be, which truly is something that is beyond, a really, really good solo film here or there. So it is my opinion that it is time to move on, to move away, to give up. You can pick whatever type of words you want for this, but the DCEU is over. And I think to some extent DC was trying to do that, but herein lies the issue. The entire balance of the future of DC now lies in the hands of Ezra Miller. And let me inform you, those are not the strongest hands to put the entire future of a franchise on. Recently, his personal struggles have gotten in the way of his professional work, where he is the Flash, but he would rather gallivant around using his, I'll use the word privilege, his opportunity, his ability to represent something more by being the Flash, an idolized character, and he's making a lot of mistakes. Now, that's not to say he doesn't need help, or doesn't deserve help, or that, we don't understand everything going on. That's 100% the case. However, it does not help the fact that he has a responsibility to the Flash, and to the fans of the Flash. If somehow you hadn't already heard, the plan was for this Flash movie to open up the DC multiverse. We've been talking about this for quite some time, since I want to say back in 2019 during the first DC fandom, but it might have been even earlier. Jim Lee was talking about what the multiverse serves in the DC universe, how opening up that door would allow us to experience and be introduced to a whole new group of characters who we know and love, and build on an already existing franchise. So the plan was for the Flash to go and use his quantum abilities to run into different universes. So he was going to open up a possibility of introducing new Supermans. We're getting different Batmans that we've known from the past, kind of like how we've seen in Spider-Man No Way Home. And we're going to have opportunity to build a new franchise, a new Justice League, a new core to everything that we know. And the multiverse was the ticket. Now, that's a relatively cheap excuse already, if you ask me. Opening up the multiverse and just grabbing a different Superman or different Batman or different Cyborg, that's already relatively weak writing, but it was an opportunity and a glimmer of hope that, hey, there is future to DC. I'm just going to say, with the way the Flash has been acting, the way Ezra Miller has been acting, I don't know how many people are going to want to get behind this character. Because I've mentioned, this isn't about, his personal life shouldn't matter to the character. It's about respect. It's about, this is a superhero who in his off time is selling drugs to kids and threatening to kill people. It's really hard for me to get behind supporting that. And it isn't as simple as, Warner Brothers will scrap or change the movie. They can just, go ahead and get a different character to play Flash. Let's just get the guy from the CW series. However, the movie has been completed. VFX, CGI, all been paid for. They have spent a significant amount of money on a film that is sitting there ready to go, and very well may still get shelved. And it's even more sad because all of the early screeners, the first test footage that they put out to show people to get a reaction, has been received very, very well. The movie is supposedly very good, which would be awesome for DC. However, are they going to play this film? This is a company that fired Johnny Depp over not being able to prove himself innocent in the court of law, and then immediately was replaced. Which later turned out, according to the US law, to be incorrect, and he was redeemed and given his freedom back. But that's not why we're here to talk. We're not here to talk about Johnny Depp. We're not here to talk about Ezra Miller. We're not here to talk about Amber Heard. We're here to talk about what is the future and how do we get a DC back together. In my opinion, it's time to stop. Let's completely move on from what we've created, let's call it a day, and let's start over with a new DC universe. Now, we can probably save a few characters who haven't been connected to the DCEU yet, like Shazam, for example. Shazam hasn't had an official connection to Henry Cavill's Superman or to Ben Affleck's Batman. He has an opportunity to step out and to create kind of his own universe. Now, every character involved in the Shazam films also has that opportunity. Black Adam, whose movie is about to come out, can start as an origin story for a new universe. They still have time to make any necessary changes. They still have time to make all of that right. And that would be fantastic to see. Now, I know in this scenario you're losing Aquaman, who everybody loves. Jason Momoa plays a fantastic Aquaman. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, whom everybody has loved and appreciated. And many of other characters like the Suicide Squad, or anybody that has shown up in the DCEU as a definitive character. This is all stuff that would have to be redone. Now, at what cost? We're going to lose some characters we really like, yeah, but they can create more. They can create a new universe. We've had many characters come in and play the Joker, and every time he is just as well created, other than probably the demonstration by Jared Leto. However, it is redoable, it is recreatable, it is recastable, and I think that that is the only way forward that fans are going to be able to get behind the Justice League, behind DC, and behind a future connected universe where everything will be able to have an origin story, have a connecting Justice League, have a Civil War. You know how it is, and you know what they want to accomplish. They need to shut out everything they've done, go out on their own, and create their own new content. For me as a fan, that's where I'm at. Let me know where you guys are at. Do you think there's still hope for the DCEU? Do you think that the Flash movie still will have a leg to stand on after its actor has undermined the entire purpose of superheroes, the creation of superheroes? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you to everybody who watched till the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates happening daily right here on Cosmic Culture.